Hi everyone, Troy Richardson here, Momentum Engineering, ZipSafe LLC, it's a DBA. That's my company. And I'm here in front of my green screen because my professor in my engineering economics class in the 2025 spring semester at Utah Valley University has asked me to do a little introduction video. So I'm a zipline builder. So I've been building zip lines. The first one was a Park City Mountain Resort, which used that I'm going to show you right here. So this was a 25-pound zipline trolley. It's friction braking. It was fail-safe at the time. This one doesn't have the fail-safe feature on it, but it saves accidents. 0 accidents in 23 years at Park City Mountain Resort. And then as we look at this little trolley, this is the trolley that I made right after my engineering degree in 2014 at Southern Utah University, because I started doing accident investigations and I realized that the friction braking technology I'd made at Park City Mountain Resort could stop zipliners safer. So as I walk down here, I'm going to show you a little zipline that I created in my basement. You know, and the industry has been struggling with me building zip lines in my backyard and in my basement, but let me tell you, physics is physics. This is about a 40-degree slope. This is about a 20-degree slope on above, and we're using a test trolley similar to the ones that we make and sell on Amazon. We add weight because weight is a huge thing, especially if you're using a 2-wheeled pulley, and this one has 2 wheels. So more weight, more energy to control. This little trolley here is stopping zipliners safer all over Utah. So one thing I learned with Six Sigma is that I need to test things and do more testing before I start putting it into production. A lot of times I'll just make these things, design them in SolidWorks, and then I'll go out and test them that way. But I've got a new prototype I'll show you. But before I show you that, I want to show you my little assembly area. So we follow Six Sigma. And so Six Sigma, we bring in our parts, we test them, check them, make sure that they're in the range of 3 errors per million, which is not easy to do. But that's what this master's program has taught me. It is a master's program, an MBA literally, on steroids. I mean, with Six Sigma, FinTech, the first 2 classes. We've got some patent classes later on. This one right here is the engineering economics. And then I'm also in product processing management. So I grew up in the 80s and graduated in 83. Spanish Fork, Utah is where my hometown. Moved 12 different places in Spain. Dad was a bit of an alcoholic and he did this unlawful flight to avoid paying rent quite often. But what I like to do, let me share with you. I'm a runner. I'm a marathoner. And I listen to music when I run. I love this little saying, never limit your challenges, challenge your limits. And I've got 7 marathons in here. My wife's run several of them with me, many half marathons and a lot of miles. Over the years, I remember running 2,000 miles a year with my wife. What a game changer. We've been married 30 years. So one of my goals here at Momentum Engineering is to build a giant 6-course challenge course. This is a challenge course that's it's about 4 or 5 stories high, but I think it's 70 foot tall. So it's high, and we're going to bring zip lines off of this all the way down. And we're going to do it in 100 different locations. That's right. This zip line challenge course is built by Aerial Adventure Park Systems out of Georgia. They have 107 zip lines on 300 acres. We're going to put it on 5 acres. 100 zip lines on 5 acres. They have great services, and we're going to build this challenge. It's going to be versatile. It's going to be a life-size board game. Zips and ladders is a good cause. So I've touched on a little bit more, and so this is my dog Beam. He's a giant Weimaraner. He's 9 years old. He's an old man like his daddy, but he goes out rock hounding with me. Let me show you what I do when I find rocks. So in my backyard, I've collected all these different rocks, and there's some really kind of cool ones. Really stuff. This is, it's pretty neat stuff. And so I don't bring a rock home unless it's really pretty or extremely hard, and maybe got a little opaqueness too. This is some of the stuff I found. Beautiful stuff. So one of the things I do with these rocks, and I get a lot of different ones. This is some pyrite by limonite. There's better specimens in here, but I find these really good little crystals in Utah. And then I find different things, all kinds of different things, bring it home, and then I test it. And, I can cut and polish. I've got a little polisher downstairs, and just something to kind of break up the monotony of a hard day, And some of this stuff is some really transparent stuff that can polish up nicely. Blue, reds, greens. So here's a couple of rocks I found lately. Let me get this one over in the light. It'll help a lot. But this one, I believe, is a meteorite. It's extremely heavy. It's got the texture, and it's got magnetism. It is magnetic. These little guys, they're they're pink. And when they hit them with a fluorescent light like this one, this little 365 nanometer light, they really pop. I'm going to show you that. Oh, and I always, I try to do the hardness testing. I make sure that, that if I am selling something on Amazon, that I know what it is, at least to the point where I'm doing a specific gravity test. And I do have a little scale here somewhere. And that's kind of fun to do that too. So now I'm going to show you something really cool about those rocks that I just showed you. So they fluorescent green. So that means that they are radioactive. And my wife has developed this little rotating thing, and we just got it in here right now. But it's she gets really mad if I move the rocks around. She's got them all figured out. But all these different colors are fluorescing, are actually releasing this little 365 light is knocking off the energy, and this one is really cool. That one is hard. I can't scratch that one with a mole scale 9, and so it's in the diamond range. This is one of those really green ones that I showed you, the purple one. Anything that fluorescence, red, has ruby possibilities, orange, yellows, I mean, you name it. Oh, this is my rock. This is from my Spanish fork, Dawn. Yeah, you can't see it very well, but I'm 83 when we celebrated 40 years in 2023. But that's a little bit about me, Michael Troy Richardson. Thanks for watching this video about engineering economics and what I'm doing. Thanks for letting me share my intro. Have a wonderful day.